You're watching Headlines Today. I'm Maha Siddiqui. Our big story at the moment, Shashi Tharoor has written to Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde and has demanded a speedy probe into his wife's death. Tharoor has asked the Ministry of Home Affairs to conduct a thorough probe into the sudden death of his wife. He has said that he will extend his full cooperation to the investigative agency concerned. He's asked for an impartial ongoing probe to be expedited as early as possible. He said, and I quote, "I have finally had a chance to catch up with media reporters and I'm horrified to read the reckless speculation rampant there. I'm appealing to you to issue instructions to relevant authorities to expedite investigations." Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu is now joining us with more details. Kamal, it seems that Shashi Tharoor at the moment is rather disturbed with all the speculations doing the round about his wife's death. What exactly is it that he has demanded the Home Minister, apart from a speedy probe into the mystery surrounding the death? All right, we will connect with our correspondent Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu in just a bit, but let me tell you what we're getting at the moment is that Shashi Tharoor, Union Minister, has written to the Ministry of Home Affairs and specifically to Sushil Kumar Shinde, urging a speedy probe into the mysterious death of his wife Sunanda Pushkar. In fact, after the speculations that have been doing the round, he says, and I'm quoting him, "I have finally had a chance to catch up with media reports and I'm horrified to read the reckless speculation rampant there. And because of that, I'm appealing to you to issue instructions to relevant authorities to expedite investigations." He has also said that he will extend his full cooperation to the investigative agency concerned. He has asked for an impartial ongoing probe to be expedited as early as possible. This is the demand that Shashi Tharoor has made in a letter that he has written to Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde, asking for a thorough probe into the sudden death of his wife. He has also promised full cooperation in the investigation and has said that an impartial ongoing probe should be expedited as early as possible. In fact, I'll quickly quote him once again. He has said that "I have finally had a chance to catch up with media reports and I'm horrified to read the reckless speculation rampant there. I'm appealing to you to issue instructions to relevant authorities to expedite the investigation." Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu is with us now to give us more details on that issue. Kamal, apart from the fact that he's requested the Home Ministry to expedite this case, is there any other request that he's made?
Well, at this point of time, Shashi Tharoor wants to clear the air, and that is why he's written to the Home Minister. Remember, this letter was sent by hand. The Home Minister is not in town, but is expected to reach the capital by evening. When he receives the letter, he'll really have to decide what he needs to do. Remember, there's this entire political as well as IPL dimension to this. There are stories of conspiracy theories doing the round, with TDP going to the extent of asking for Shashi Tharoor's resignation. The likes of Subramaniam Swamy have raised questions over Sunanda Pushkar's death. So obviously this seems to be a lot of controversy around this story, and that is why Shashi Tharoor himself has offered a clean and a thorough probe by the Home Ministry, the highest authority itself, saying he will cooperate with the investigative agencies. But yes, simultaneously we know there are three probes going on. One is the post-mortem report, which is awaited, which the police is also going to be seeking. Also the police investigations are happening, but before that it's the SDM who will be questioning not just Shashi Tharoor and the rest of the people who are involved in this. There would be cross-questioning, looking at CCTV footage, going through the sort of email exchanges which really happened. So yes, there are at least two simultaneous probes going on, and with Shashi Tharoor writing to his own Home Minister asking for a thorough probe because he wants to come clean on it. And remember, this is also a year of 2014 general elections.
Right.
This could be damaging to Shashi Tharoor in many other ways, despite besides his own personal life. So all this has to be taken in a certain aspect.
Kamal, he also seems to be rather disturbed about media reports speculating on the same.
Well, definitely so. There are many theories which are emerging. The fact that perhaps where Sunanda Tharoor had actually also mentioned that she had saved Shashi Tharoor's skin in the IPL, but also the fact remains that perhaps she could have gone on an overdose. She had also spoken to many personalities, including media personalities, where she said she wanted to speak heart to heart with many people and tell them the truth. But even before that truth could be spoken, before she could really let her heart out, she was found dead. So many people see a conspiracy behind it, and obviously with Shashi Tharoor, who has a political career ahead of him, and the year of general elections, this is something which is going to be very, very tough for him, not just personally but also professionally.
Kamal, where does the probe stand at the moment?
Well, definitely the first probe itself is the SDM's report, and remember, because the death happened in the first, it's a basic rule that if the death of a newly married woman happens in the first 7 years, there is a SDM who does the inquiry. So yes, he will have to be questioned. He's been busy in the first place. He was not well. He was rushed to AIMS for a cardiac event, and then thereafter the last rites had to be performed, and then he's gone to Haridwar now for the last rite. So he's not really been available to investigative authorities. He'll really have to be available to them. They'll have to question him, and obviously they will also talk about his alleged affair to a Pakistani journalist, Tharoor. So all this aspect has to be taken into account, specifically because Sunanda Tharoor had mentioned that she was extremely upset about this alleged affair, had also spoken to a lot of editors, and the fact remains that even despite a joint statement where where the couple had mentioned that all was well, definitely things had gone haywire, and that is why Sunanda Tharoor was found dead in her room.
Kamal, many thanks for joining us with those details. We're getting some more breaking news related to the same story. Well, peeved at being the centre of controversy surrounding Shashi Tharoor, Pakistani journalist Tharoor has claimed that she has no role in his marital discord with Sunanda Pushkar and was a victim of conspiracy. She says that she met Tharoor twice, once in India in April and then in Dubai in June last year. When I wrote an article that mentioned him, his wife probably did not like that another woman whom she did not know praised him so much. So she asked him to stop talking to me. Despite that, Tharoor kept following me on Twitter, after which she said stop following her, that is Tharoor, on Twitter. Now, I'm further quoting from what Tharoor says is that I don't know why she had a problem about me talking to her husband over phone or through emails. The talks I had with him are something that I can talk with anyone and anywhere in the world.